Okay, I'm going to briefly explain what this function does. This function is going to validate the parentheses in the string, in a given string. So we're going to create a stack of characters in which we're going to validate every character that makes up this infix string. And so we're going to buffer in and validate this the characters. So if the character happens to be a opening parentheses, a opening square parentheses, and a opening curly bracket, then we're going to go ahead and push it into the stack. If we happen to come across a closing parentheses, a closing square bracket, or a closing curly bracket, then we first have to make sure if the stack itself is empty, and if so, if it's empty, or if we encounter a the character that was given here, and it also happens to the top happens to be the opening parentheses, or the closing square bracket, or the closing, sorry, my bad, the opening parentheses, the opening square bracket, the opening curly bracket. If it's so, then we're going to return false, because that means that we have a opening parentheses at the top of the stack, and then we're going to be receiving the closing one after. That itself indicates that they are in the wrong order, and thus we're going to return false. And if it's the negation of this, either it's empty, or if it happens to be the opposite of this, meaning it happens to be if it happens to be not the closing parentheses and it happens to be the opening parentheses, then to go ahead and pop it out the stack. And then after we finish this if statement, then if the stack happens to be empty, then it's going to return true by default, else it's going to return false. So yes, that's how I did this function. And here I have a lot of samples that I tested out this function for. So let's go ahead and run it. To find the run button. Okay. Oh, there's the output. So, yes.